God bless everybody. I wanted to share something really quick with you. For those of you who don't know, my eldest son, Abraham, is on the spectrum. And a lot of folks that see him think, okay, he's, fine. Like, they don't see the same stimming that you might see with some kids. They don't see the meltdowns because typically he's able to hold it together in public, and when he gets home, that's when it really, like, he kind of like melts down a little bit and kind of melts into our arms. At first I used to get really frustrated. I was like, why do you behave so well with everybody else, and when we get home it's like a different story? But it's because he's been trying to hold it together this whole time. And those in the neurodivergent community know that as masking, right? So he typically can hold it together, but then when he gets home, that's when he usually has a harder time, which makes it difficult because sometimes when people like ask us like, oh, he seems fine, like, a lot of times people think we exaggerate it, right? We exaggerate what struggles we may be having with him as an autistic little boy. But he does awesome. He has made so many improvements, and I'm not down talking my son here. What I do want to share with you is that if you have a family member or friend who has somebody on the spectrum or even has ADHD or ADD, let's treat them with a little more grace. If the child seems to be okay when he's in public or when she's in public, because a lot of times they're masking. And when they get home, that's when they just, really need to be able to let loose. And we have to let them blow off steam in whatever those ways may be, as long as they're not hurting themselves or being malcriado, for lack of a better term. Because right now, my son is not being malcriado, he's having a hard time. Our example, we were going to see, I'm finishing up dinner. I just finished some mashed potatoes. I'm going to throw some chicken on the stove, saute it real quick. And I was trying to get them to bathe while I finished this chicken, thinking I was going to win in life and I was going to get these kids to bed by 8:30. Doesn't look like it anymore. We did a guessing game. We did, I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 5, or I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. And the first time he lost, and he like lost it, he had a big meltdown. I did it with my daughter a few times. She's 4. She thought it was funny. And she just kept saying, let's do it again, let's do it again. And he saw that we were having fun. So he was like interested again. He's like, oh, me? Can I guess? Without really asking to join the game again, I could tell he wanted to guess again. He won the first 2 times. And I said, you did great. But now he lost the 3rd time. And this is what's going on in the background. More grace, people. That's it.